Good afternoon, everybody. It's Mike with smartoptiontrading.com. It is Friday, the 11th of April. This is our weekly recap. Oh, what a week it's been. If you'd like to join us for analysis like this and get this real time and nonstop and hear my voice, God help you, come over to smartoptiontrading.com. I'll put a link in the description below and click on the live trading alerts. Here we are just off the highs of the day in the SPY today on Friday, and quite the week it's been. And we put in a new low of 481.80. We have flirted with circuit breakers multiple times to the downsides, but never quite hit it. And then on Wednesday, we had the 90-day tariff pause, and we had a 7% rally in about 15 minutes. And we have been trading inside that candle ever since. I put some fib levels on it. We had an inside day yesterday. Today, we are still an inside day of Wednesday's candle on the SPY and the indexes, but we're trying to push out of it here of yesterday's high. And I will tell you, and I will, whether I'm right or wrong, I still think the next move is up to this 574 area with the 200-day and the 50-day. If we can take out Wednesday's high, there's a gap to fill from there. We're right into it all the way up to this 565 area. So we'll see. We're going into the weekend. Generally they're quieter news-wise. This whole pissing battle between the United States and China really is becoming irrelevant to a certain extent as with 100 and whatever percent tariffs on either side, nobody's buying anything from anybody. So at some point, these guys are going to have to figure out to suspend this like everybody else and sit down and talk. And maybe next week we'll start getting some deals actually being done, which would be a boon for the market and something to watch for. As we go into next week, it is a 4-day week. The markets are closed for Good Friday. There we have earnings season. We have more banks. You got Goldman Sachs. You have Citigroup in there. You have Taiwan Semi, ASML there, and you have Netflix reporting on Thursday night. For everybody who celebrates, happy Passover. That starts on Saturday, going to Jewish holidays. So yeah, a lot going on here. Volume, which had been very high today, is down considerably, still elevated at 72 million shares with 20 minutes to go. But you get the idea here. Kind of interesting, whereas, what we're at here. So let's just walk around some things here real quick. First of all, I'm going to start with the VIX. VIX back in the Bollinger Bands, lows of the day. Still extremely elevated. Options are expensive. I just jumped into some SPY a little before here, some SPY next week's 540 calls here. I haven't been trading a lot of options this week, been sparingly because IV is so high. The thing to keep an eye on is bonds, 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 and bonds. The market rallied when the bonds started to rally today. So, if you're watching what's going on, the market rally came with bonds. Bonds came off the lows. I know this because I had to take Duke to the vet. And as they came off the lows, the market rallied because I wasn't here to enjoy it. But bottom line is that's the level to watch. Watch bonds here. The Qs pushing up as well here a little bit. IWM, not so great. The Dow, looking better, stronger. The banks, you had decent earnings from the banks that weren't blowout. JP Morgan best taking out the high from Wednesday. Morgan Stanley, Wells Fargo, not as much. Energy, while a nice little bounce today, overall remains weak. Crude remains extremely weak. Costco had a nice week, well above the 200-day, but off the highs. Same thing with Walmart. Wally World, they are still pushing to the 50-day, nice 3-day bounce. People are not worried about all their China exposure, which is massive. Speaking of that, names like Baba holding in, PDD, who should be getting crushed, is holding in better than I would have thought. So, some interesting stuff going on out there. The semis, nice little rally this week. They need to clear the 21-day. NVDA, right up 21-day here. Abgo, pushing back for that 200-day. It's a big spot. AMD, maybe it can get to the 21-day and then the 50-day. I did add some AMD, NVIDIA, Amazon, SPY, and Qs to my long-term account this week on Wednesday. May add more on Monday. We'll see what's going on there. Big cap tech, Microsoft, nice move there, stronger than most here, almost back to that 50-day big spot. Amazon also holding in well, needs to break the 21-day. Tesla, not so much, kind of just sitting here like dead money. Meta, which I thought would have been good yesterday, it remains weaker. It's under the 8-day. Apple having a very nice day here, also almost back to Thursday's high, beaten up, maligned. So, the fact that they're buying some of these names with big China exposure says everybody's thinking that there's going to be some type of softening, pause go on there at some point. So, with that said, going to wish you all a wonderful weekend. It was a tough week, but a good week if you traded right. I did a lot of trades this week and lost money on some of them, made really nice money on others. And it was about watching. We're in a headline driven market. That's not likely to change in the near future, but it might get a little quieter now that we have the 90-day pause. Members, if you need to chat, reach out to everybody else. Link in description if you want to join us. We'd love to have you in the trading room. Everybody have a wonderful, wonderful weekend.